Hello friends, welcome to Dezinlife. Today we are going to discuss why people enjoy failing, or what are the three reasons why people want to remain in the failure zone, and how to move from the failure zone to success zone, or how to come out of this situation. So when we discuss this issue, the first question which comes in mind, does it really happen, or is it really that people enjoy the failing, or people really wanted to be in the failure zone? Yes, it does happen. And many of us do it. But we don't accept it, at least openly, but yes, we do it. Why it happen? Today we will tell you three such reasons, or you can say three major reasons of why people wanted to remain in the failure zone, or why people wanted to enjoy the failure. So reason number one, see, people want to become successful but without changing themselves. Means we don't want to disturb our comfort zone. Like we can say in Hindi, मैं नहीं बदलूं बाकी सब बदलें. So if you don't change input, how the output will change? There is saying that if problem is created at some level, you need to change to different level to correct it. If you remain in that level, or you remain in your comfort zone, the problem is not going to solve. So people want to remain failure because people don't want to leave their comfort zone, or people don't want to change themselves. That give the pain to them. Reason number two, when we keep failing, we keep on justifying, because I have failed in the past. So when I fail now, I will justify my past actions also, why I failed. So failing time and again, it basically prove ourselves right. If we succeed now, so this may look that we have not tried hard in the past. It really questions my past effort. And not only effort, it questions my past intentions also. So subconsciously, people keep failing. And it's always pleasurable to prove correct rather than the succeeding. So people drive more pleasure by proving themselves correct rather than getting pleasure by succeeding. Number three reason, that is called fear of success. If I succeed, I have to face new situation. How I will handle that? And people start conversation with self. How will I handle this situation? Let's settle down here itself. I have done enough. So a kind of self-justification mechanism become active in us. Simply because we don't want to face the new situation. That's why this mechanism starts, and we want to remain comfort, and that is something we call as a fear of success. So these are three major reasons why people want to remain in the failure zone. Now what is the solution? See, in the rural areas or even old time, there are a lot of neem hakim, shahi dawa khana, sexual disease, gupt rog visheshagya, those kind of people used to flourish in the rural area, and maybe now also maybe flourishing. Why? Because in those places or those times, because of lack of information, people used to feel I'm only suffering from this and no one else. Now, one is courtesy internet, or maybe in urban area, the problem is more, people are more aware of this thing. And that's why this problem is negligible. And the similar situation happen in these cases also, why people enjoy failing, because people feel that I'm only person doing it, nobody else is doing it. And because I'm only person doing it, we don't talk, we don't accept. So basically, to correct it, we need to understand it, that all these problems are normal, and many of us are suffering or do suffer from these problems. And if I talk about, say, these three problems, or these three reasons one by one. The first reason, when we say that people don't want to change themselves, it's a crude fact is that if we want a different result, then we need to become a different person, we need to change ourselves. We need to accept that crude reality. A second reason where I mention that people see more pleasure in proving correct than the pleasure of being successful. Because people will feel what other people will say. So what other people will say will be very short-lived. And success is more important in the long-term point of view than the pleasure of the failure. And third factor, when I spoke about, say, fear of success, I want to tell you that fear is very common, and all of us have some or other kind of fear. And this fear is very productive in the life, but it is beyond certain limit the fear becomes the problem. So we all have fear, and the biggest, probably the only solution of the fear is having faced the fear. So friends, today we have discussed about why people enjoy failing and what are the major 3 reasons why people want to remain in the failure zones, and how to correct this situation, how to come out of the situation. I hope you will like this video. Thank you very much for watching us today. Thank you, friends.